Hey you guys, Dave from the Wee Hours here, back with some more of RimWorld, back with some more of our little Sanguophage blood cult, where I want to start to make some decisions specifically about where are we going and what are we doing. I really want to start planning some sort of end game here, and RimWorld is kind enough to give us multiple end game options for, well, either getting out of here or staying here, or staying here and getting out of here, or moving and then going somewhere else and staying there for a little bit. There's a lot of options here in RimWorld, but I thought with Mila being our royal vampire, we might kind of examine the royal ending, the royal quest ending to this, and we've already got it lined up. We have the royal host here. This is in fact the end game right here. So we can invite the High Stellarch to come over and hang out for a little bit. 12 days to be precise. And she's going to be like, yeah, your place is pretty cool. You're a pretty good member of the royal family. You can come and join our team and we'll get you a spaceship and fly you out of here. Cool. We're going to need some things to do that. We need Mila to be a rank of Archon. That's not inconceivable. Just keep doing some royal quests and she'll be along that path soon enough. But we also need a bedroom that satisfies the requirements of the Stellarch Who's McWhat's-It here. That's going to be a pretty impressive bedroom. They like things a little bit fancy. So beginning today, I kind of want to start plotting out where that might be. And this seems like a really obvious space down here. We've already carved out a lot of this, and we can start to make some moves in that regard. I've got a fair bit of marble kicking around. Why don't we start to make some moves in that direction? What if we just boxed this off here and then started carving out the rest of it? So say all of this can go like that, and then sort of down here-ish like that, and then maybe that bit in there, because, well, no, and that bit and that bit. Are you satisfied with all those bits, Dave? We are primarily satisfied with those bits. Okay, cool. Somebody start getting on that. They're going to need some kind of door to get in there. So why don't we also mine out that bit? Oh, that's actually a wall. All right, fine. So just deconstruct that right there, and that'll get them started in that direction. A long-term plan, to be sure, but a plan nonetheless. I can't just sit here and play Mila and Scathe all day. Oh, Scathe, by the way, for those who are getting caught up, actually has a spine now. Yes. You have a bionic spine. You can move. I mean, you can't right now because you're in death rest. So you got up and immediately went back to bed. But you can move now, eventually, when you get out of death rest. We're very excited about this. All the ways I could have got her a spine, we had to do it the long and hard way, which was researching bionics, building a bionic spine, implanting a bionic spine at great risk to Scathe because we didn't have a very good hospital. We're working on our hospital right now. We're starting to get the old sterile tiles in there. We'll start to put down some hospital beds. Somebody please remind me if we've actually researched hospital beds. Have we done that yet? Hospitals. Hospital. You know you can search for these things, Dave, right? You know you can, oh, it's right here. Hospital bed. Yes, we have done that. Well, let's get that moving then. Let's start to maybe deconstruct a couple of hospital beds. I can't build a ton of them because I don't have a lot of components, but we can get this plan started here. So start deconstructing that and deconstructing that. And now that we know bionics, is there anyone else who needs anything? Okay, you need an eye. You've needed an eye for a long time, Lisa Laser. And Lisa Laser with one eye is only half as good as Laser. So we might think about getting you a bionic eye. Let's see how that would kind of go down. Lisa, right over here, making some components there. So what does it take for me to make a bionic eye? 4 advanced components and 15 plasteel. I've got the plasteel. I don't have a lot of extra. I've only got the 6 advanced components. Okay. Have we done advanced fabrication yet? No. No, we'll kind of get that next on the list. Bioregeneration will help with a lot of medical issues too, so we'll keep going on that. We won't stall that out. What I'd like is for them to, well, vaguely get started in here. Just vaguely get started. It doesn't have to be a quick project. It can be fairly slow. What are you doing down here, Sissy? Oh, you're starting to mine some stuff out. Yeah, you love the mining. Sissy just loves mining. She loves smashing things. You give her a nice rock to smash. She is all about that. Ritual opportunity, remind me. The Powerist Fiesta, or Festival, either way, doesn't really matter. That's cool. We'll think about doing something along those lines. And also, I'd like them to finish out the ship here, so we can go somewhere else and, well, probably murder some people is how it's going to go down. We're probably going to do some murders. I put extra thrusters on here. I built out the ship a little bit. There's no reason not to be murdering people. I feel we should be probably moving in that regard. Somebody said to check in on Lamp and see if they are still unwaveringly loyal because they had a bit of a thing where, well, we may have starved them almost to death, unintentionally, to be sure, unintentionally. It's just we had other priorities, Lamp, you understand. We had other things to do rather than feeding you. How are you doing? You are still unwaveringly loyal. Obelisk study is complete. Is it really? Okay, so that leads me to what the heck do we want to do with this, really? Because it's just going to sit here and eventually explode. But we are learning some advanced stuff. What are we actually researching in Anomaly right now? Skip abduction. Yeah, that's a slow roll. But we're working on skip abduction. I'd like to magically kidnap people from other parts of the planet and then make a decision on what to do with them. It might be eating them. It might be harvesting their organs. Might just be adopting them into the colony. We'll see kind of how good they are. Really, if you're getting skip abducted by me, so if you're sitting around and you feel a mystical energy pulling you into a void, only to be deposited later, try to show up with some good skills. Because otherwise your options are, again, organ harvesting or consumption by us. Possibly blood farming for a little while, but that's not really any great benefit. So try to show up with some decent skills, if you could, when you get here. Social would be good, because we don't have really anyone who can talk to anyone at all. No, this is the most antisocial colony I've ever seen. Nobody wants to talk to anybody. Everybody just hates everybody around here. It's just awful. So I'm going to have to think about what to do with the monolith. I could destroy it. That will unleash hell. Quite literally, it'll unleash something. Often duplicates. I might get evil clones of all of my colonists. I wonder if the evil clone of Scathe would also just immediately fall over in death rest. That would make things convenient. But no, probably they won't. Hey, Scathe, speaking of which, how are you doing on that, kid? 2 days left. All right, well, you chill. You've had a busy year, really. What with the paralysis and then being unintentionally made into a vampire. Well, I say unintentionally, Scathe. I totally meant to do it. It's just that it didn't do what I wanted it to do. So in retrospect, I probably wouldn't have done it. I would have, we would have looked at Kirk, because I think the idea of a vampire with dementia is hysterical. I can't think of anything funnier than that. I probably can. It's kind of what I do here is sit around and try and think of things that are funny. It's an odd life that I lead when you get down to it. When you really look at it from an outside perspective, I sit around and I play video games and I try to think of things that are funny and then say them out loud. It's an odd way to live. Most people don't live that way. Like, I bet you don't live that way. I bet you don't go to work and I'm going to sit here and do my work and think of things that are funny so I can say them out loud. I just bet you don't. Is that unfloored? Oh, that can't stand. Oh, that's no good at all. What did we do in here? Marble tile? Okay, that's got to get fixed right now. So 1 marble tile, please. And if we're going to do... there's already a marble tile. Never mind, Tweak. You're fine, kid. Sorry about killing you. On marble tile, let's make sure we are doing stone blocks. Yeah, let's unsuspend this for a little bit. That's going to pull Lisa Laser away from things, but I think that'll be okay. And I'm going to bump up the eye a little bit. Let's just make that a bit of a priority. Now, who else might need things? So, Sissy, you're fine. Jonesy, you've already got a prosthetic heart. You don't really need another one. Lady is fine, apart from the part where I ripped her jeans out. Okay, you need a nose, and you wouldn't mind having a bionic spine. That'd be pretty good. You're moving a lot slower, Voltstron, with a bad back. 30% slower. There's not much I can do about your toe. I could cut your entire leg off, if that would help, and replace it with something better. I can't do a toe, but I can do 5 toes and a foot, and then the rest of the bits that go into a leg. I know, it's kind of weird, Voltstron. I can't do just a toe. It's all or nothing around here. Kirk, we're aware of many of your problems. What could I fix? I could fix the spine. That bit I can do. I can't do a bionic torso. That doesn't exist. And we don't really know about the dementia. And Kaylina, you're basically fine. Skate, you have no other problems? No, apart from the fact that you're a vampire. That will be a bit of a problem because, we need blood for that. Lamp! Speaking of which, how's the blood farming's going very, very well. Yep, blood loss moderate. That was us. We did that one. Hey, Scratch, how are you doing? What are we doing with you? We're recruiting you right now because you're into our gig. Okay, how's the recruiting coming? 4.3. Refresh my memory, Scratch? Yeah, broad range of skills. Kind of a broad range of skills here. And you're fine with eating people, which is really what we want. Bishop, I believe we also converted you, didn't we? Yeah, you're into our jam. And you are 6.1. And then Tweak. Again, sorry about killing you. You used to be a valuable member of the colony. Now you're a prisoner. There was a point to it, Tweak. There was a point. I want to stress that. We didn't do it for nothing. It's just that we didn't know the cube obsession thing had been really nerfed. And we just had to sit and wait. Mila's down here working on Bishop. Mila's like, look, I'm a blood emperor here. Look at that, 6.1 to 4.9. Good job, Mila. Not really making a lot of moves in terms of the hospital. Voltron's in here trying to do some stuff, but not really a lot going on in that department. How many mechs do I have these days? All right, one Agrahand, Sweeper, Buildobot, and then a couple of lifters. Another Agrahand wouldn't be the worst idea. That could be something we get done, and that's pretty easy to put together. Why don't we do an encoder here? And Kaylina, you are hauling silver to the tile. Why don't you work on that? Why don't you just take a break from building the hospital and work on the sub-encoder thing? That way we can get another Agrahand on duty. If nothing else, for the hayfield, just so Mila doesn't have to go out there. Then we got a bit of rice up here, too. It's never going to be a bad idea to have some extra food. How's the... no progress whatsoever on the ship. None at all. It's like, nah, not doing a ship. Not into that. Even though there's perfectly good murders we could be doing somewhere around here. Warm clothes, you say? Warm clothes. How cold is it outside? It's 67! That's a very, very comfortable temperature. That's like super comfortable. I would be thrilled if it was 67 out right now. It's a little chilly today, actually. First real signs of winter coming. So, what did I just say to myself in my head? Yeah, an Agrahand. Go do that. Trade with Gades. Okay. Cool. They'd like to purchase 15 slave body straps of normal quality. Honor plus 12. Hang on. Everybody just slow down. Ooh, that's good. I'm just saying, if we're going to go royal, I'm going to need that honor. But boy, a shuttle engine and gold. No, stick to the plan, Dave. You opened up with, hey, let's go the royal route. Why don't we actually do that? Okay, so slave body straps, normal quality, 15 of them. Okay, hold that thought. I want to set up an area where we just put those. So over here in the demon prison, that's a perfectly good spot. So put a stockpile zone there, and then this is only going to contain slave body wrap. All right, slave collar, slave body strap, excuse me. Just that. That's it. That's the only thing in here, and this is absolutely critical that we put those things in there. We should have plenty of cloth and leather. Yeah, we've got tons of it. We keep killing things. And, we've got the human leather, too, so there's that going on as well. So one more time. All right, let's get rid of a couple of things here. Don't get rid of those. I need those. Capes can go. Hats, berets. Parkas will keep going. Kid parka, make a couple of those, and then get rid of that. Okay, so we need, where is it? Body strap. All right, and we need 15 of them. All right, so that, and let's just bump this right up here, make sure this is top priority right now. And then, normal quality is what they wanted. Normal quality. Okay, so count everything, absolutely count everything. Let's have that, well, Lisa Laser's really going to be the one to do it. How about nothing under a skill of 10? Make it out of whatever you want. I don't care. That's totally fine. All right, so let's get this to normal to legendary quality. All right, and then crafting skill of at least 10 to do that. And Lisa, you have way more than that. You're amazing at those things, right? No, come back. Yeah, crafting of 14. You're fine. You've actually lost a lot of crafting knowledge. More than I would like, but you're more than suited to do this task. All right, well, let's resuspend the stone block thing so nobody gets obsessed with that. And Lisa, why don't you be #1 on tailoring, please? Okay, so normal quality, 15 of them. Put them down here when you're done. So I think we're going to go ahead and accept that. It's 10 days to get there. How much if I fly there? I can just fly there. They're up there, and we are... Oh, we're way over there. Ooh, that's That's a lot farther than I thought it was. I probably should have checked that nonsense out. I really should have checked that out. Am I still willing to do this? Because in the ship, that's going to be a bunch of jumps. That's a lot of jumps. We could just walk there. 10 days there, 10 days back. That's over an entire season. And I would assume that I need Mila to go. Because obviously, it's a royal thing. And if I show up with somebody else, they're going to be like, yeah, we're not opening the door for you, peasant. We're only talking to your vampire overlord. I'm still doing it. I'm still going to do this. That's a very, very, very long walk. Okay, so what I'm going to have to think of is we're going to need to bring some animals on that one. Because we're going to need a lot of food. Let's start, you know what? Let's start to get that process going. How about we start making a whole bunch of packaged survival meals? So where do those live? Yeah, make a ton of these. Do it until we have, wow, a lot. A lot. I'm not really even sure what the answer is going to be on this, but 100? Maybe? 10 days there, 10 days back? That's only one meal a no, you're not doing math right, Dave. Just do 100 and figure it out from there. Okay, that's a nice round number. Do 100 meals. There we go. I know I didn't have to click through all of that, but here we are. That's what I've done. And bump this up above fine meals. Let's really kind of focus on this a little bit. We've got plenty of simple meals right now, and we've got a ton of meat. It's not like we're hurting for meat. Let's also keep up some murders just in case. This is going to consume a lot of food out of this. Hang on, what just happened to that Wolverine? What? Oh, you're fighting off against guinea pigs. Cool. Well, and a tortoise. Okay, that's desiccated. You know what? We're not even going to bother. Just let the Wolverine have it. That's fine. Just let the Wolverine have it. There's actually some. Let's get that heal root while we're in there. We're not terrible on medicine, but we could have a lot more. That'd be okay. All right, Lisa Laser. I need you to be getting down and funky with the whole. Yeah, there you are. You're on it right now. I know it's a really long way to deposit them, but that's kind of what I want. Sissy, you're right out the door with a rifle. I love you, kid. You're fantastic. It's like, oh, good, the murders are starting. I can't wait to go shoot some animals. I love shooting some animals. Yep, you're hunting an alpaca. What is your, just for argument, what is your shooting skill right now? It's 6. You're one of my best combatants. And you're a rageaholic. I love everything that you're doing. Rasher, my battle toad. How are you doing on your training? Okay, yeah, you're fully into attacking. You're wicked into attacking. You can't rescue or haul anything, but that's fine. That's not what I hired you for. I hired you to be a battle toad. So on that trip, we're going to have to start thinking about bringing... Oh, I have no animal food. We're going to have to start thinking about bringing some yaks on that plan. Because Kirk failed at something. Yeah, don't bother with the pop-up on that. We don't really need that. The hay should be grown enough that they could be munching on things out here, but let's try and not have them do that. In fact, what season is it? It's summer. I just want to set up a very, very small hay zone that they can't get to, just to have extra. So do a hay grass plant right over there. That way they won't be nibbling on it. It's fine that they're nibbling on it. That's fine. It's literally why I put it inside their pen. But we could also accumulate some extra to get them through the winter. All right. Plans are in place for a very, very long journey. Who am I thinking I'm taking on that? Because in 20 days, some kind of nonsense will happen around here. Mila, definitely. Probably Sissy. Again, let's take the Rageaholic kid on that. Not Volstron. Volstron does way too many things around here. And probably not Kaylina. Maybe Scathe. Scathe will be up at that point. Are you? Yeah, you're really good at shooting. Yeah, we might take you on that. Of course, that means we're going to have to take double the amount of hemogen to do that. Might leave... Maybe Lady? Lady, do you shoot things? Yeah, you're actually competent at that. Jonesy. Jonesy's my researcher, though. I don't really want to leave Jonesy behind. It might be a small team. It might just be like 3 people. And that will limit the amount of food I'm going to need as well. So, again, a little ways off. We've got things to make here. We've got 2 of them done now. There's good and good. Okay. That's all fine. Again, I'm not really going to ask why the Empire needs a whole bunch of slave straps like wicked quick. Like, we have so many slaves. And they're not strapped to anything. We really need to strap these guys down. Could you please make us some slave straps? And we're like, yeah, cool. We don't really have much else going on right now. Who needs warm? Who thinks they need warm clothes? Kaylina. Well, maybe if you got off the burqa, you could put a parka on. It's like a burqa, except warmer. There we go. Third one coming in there. That's a normal one. That's fine. That's fine. Just normal or better. That's all we need right now, kid. Anything else, just throw it down in here. If you make a bunk one, throw it down in here and we'll sell it to somebody. Now, this is kind of taking our eye off the eye. Aha! You see what I did there? It's taking our eye off the eye that Lisa was going to make for herself. But this is a solid quest. Plus 12 honor. That ain't nothing. And Dave, you opened this thing by saying, hey, let's go down the royalty quest line. Okay, cool. You're going to need to get Wicked Royal for that. So you've got a fairly easy, if extremely time-consuming opportunity to do that. You may as well go ahead and do that. There's some more blood being sucked out of lamp. Good. Keep accumulating that. We're going to need quite a bit. We're going on a little bit of a road trip, and you're going to want to have a lot of blood for that. Have we even begun to make the meals yet? Yeah, we've got 8. 8 have been made so far. That's fine. He's got some time. Tholstron can take his time over there. Well, he can't take his time, but he can take some time over this. And maybe let's put a quick restriction on people. By the way, you can clear those force things if you want. And you need to be on no raggedy clothes, thank you. So, in the lavish policy, let's just make sure they, for some weird reason, don't eat the packaged survival meals right now. So don't eat those now, but later we'll put that back on, or maybe we'll make a specific policy for traveling. Who knows? But for right now, don't eat those. Eat the regular food. I mean, they probably would anyway, because they're usually going to favor the best food. Kaylina can do her jam again. Cool. Who's going to be my top contender for that? Because we really need a lot of conversions going on right now. Not worried about the prisoners. We can just kind of do that passively. But who doesn't believe in our jam? Yeah, Kaylina, this Hominid Academy nonsense has got to go. Because you're all, like, wicked bummed out when we eat people. And we're going to eat a lot of people. That's just going to happen. We're going to kill people. We're going to butcher them. And then we're going to eat them. I'm not sure why you expect any less. It's a vampire blood cult. Cannibalism is somewhat implied. One would infer, if I'm in a cannibal blood cult, I'm probably going to be a cannibal. All right? They worship blood, they worship cannibalism, and I'm probably going to have to eat people. Oh, we've already done the kibble. Good job, us. So I'd better get down with cannibalism. Certainty's down to 14%. Yay! Cool. Guinea pig self-tamed. Yeah, probably not. I think that just became a light snack for us. So, guinea pig, I'm very sorry. Your time with the colony will be brief. Well, a brief and then a sandwich is what you're going to get there. So, Lisa's up. Hang on. Where is Lisa these days? Okay, slam it into pause mode. Kaylina, could you please go convert Lisa? Actually, hang on. Hold that thought. Can we do a conversion ceremony? No. Okay, we got quite a while on that. No, just keep doing your thing there, kid. Just keep working on her. Probably not going to be much. Yeah, 78 to 72. It's Kaylina's terrible. Terrible. Combat supplier with a relationship. All right, so Bradshaw is Kaylina's daughter. Wait, hang on. And granddaughter of Jonesy. Right. Because the whole Jonesy issue. Yes. Whole point of getting your mom. Yep. So cool. I mean, a combat supplier, that's nice. We've got a good bit of weapons. We're pretty comfortable on our weapon front. If they had another laser, I wouldn't be opposed to that. But I don't really have a lot to sell at this point in time. Who's working on that art? Jonesy. Yeah, I don't know how much art we're going to get done in the near future. Hey, Amila. Actually, Jonesy, you're very good at talking to people. The reason you're not my sanguinarian is because you don't believe in it. So why don't you go talk to them? You'll get a slightly better price there. Okay. They have medicine. I wouldn't mind buying some medicine. Sell them some narcotics, first of all. Just get those out of here, because that's some good money right there. And you can sell them that. There we go. We're up to 887 already. Probably going to grab that medicine, but what else do you have around here? All right, I've got... Do I really need the gene pack for gray-eyed? Not really. Not really a good contribution there. Then not giving you any of my books, obviously. You can have that machine pistol. What do you have in terms of, like, wicked good guns? You got a minigun. Got a minigun. Not necessarily opposed to that. That wouldn't be bad. I could get rid of Piercing Serenity. But, gee, it's just not worth very much, is it? Okay, well, definitely take their medicine. That's pretty obvious. Never going to hurt to have that. And I'm still up 658. They don't really have anything else that I want. All right, trading drugs for medicine. There's probably a moral in there somewhere, but there we go. I will accept that. We can have some medicine out of that. Good deal. Oh, and Kaylina, oh, you're asleep. It's going to have you go do the bot down here. Got 4 of these things made. All right, we're on our way. That's kind of happening. And you're working on the 5th one right here. Yeah, just prioritize those, Lisa. Just try to get those done, you know, in your time away from the laser. Just get those done. Scathe, how's the death rest? Oh, you can wake safely now. Up you get. Scathe, you're functional again. Oh, frabjous day. Scathe, you're actually up. Like, semi-permanently. You're changing your clothes. You're going to go play some poker. Cool. Right into the gambling, then. That's your move. Just got up from death rest. You've been paralyzed for like a game year. You're like, yeah, I'm just going to go play some poker. Scathe, you haven't been here for a while. What is it you do? Okay, so you're primarily concerned with research. All right, and dark study. That's fine. That's fine. You can do some construction. You're not terrible at that. I should get you armed for a start. So, let me see. Scathe, where'd you go there? What have I got kicking around the old armory here? Anything at all? Do I really got it? Do I not have just a dedicated weapons shelf? Did I not do that here? That seems very odd, because I generally do that sort of thing. What have I got? An assault rifle. There you go. Perfectly good thing right there. Go get yourself an assault rifle. Take some time away from poker and go get yourself an assault rifle, if you could. And then we'll move you up in the shooty team up here. Oh, no, don't put you next to Jonesy. You're basically wearing the same thing. That's confusing me. Why don't you stand next to the kid here, the gray kid that we got gray eyes from. Yay, gray. Why are we losing power? Why is that a thing that's existing? How many geothermals can I possibly put up here? I've got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I've got a lot of geothermal going on here. I mean, I guess I could put another one up. It's not the most terrible idea I've ever had. It just seems like I shouldn't need that. I've got 3 geothermals going. I could put up a solar. Did I ever research solar panels? I often don't sometimes. Because, you know, they only work for 50% of the game. No, I never did. Okay, when we're done with bioregeneration, we'll look at maybe doing solar panels. I can just throw a few quick solar panels up at some point. Is there a reason we're not getting this done? Is there some sort of zoning issue that I'm dealing with here? Yeah, you guys are all in unrestricted. Constructobot is in the home zone, but that more than covers the ship. Huh, a little weird. Should be plenty of chopped down trees. I've seen people chopping down trees. Scathe, what do you have to go do? Oh, you're studying the obelisk. Okay, cool. It might explode. Just as a heads up. It might explode. But yeah, you're getting advanced stuff there. Is that having any effect over here? So 20... Okay, yeah, it's ticking up a tiny little bit. Very, very slowly. But eventually, we could perhaps look at mystically abducting people from other sides of the planet and farming their blood or eating them. No, it's all good either way. Anything's fine. I'm fine either way. How are we doing on the slave issue here? Yeah, we got 5 done, and yeah, you're not working on another one because you've... Where are you going? Oh, you're making it. Okay, good. You're just getting some materials. Neat. We should have, I think, enough to get that done, but just in case, let's just kill everything that moves that doesn't fight back or explode. So kill all of those. That'll be a bunch of leather right there. And it's more food for our packaged survival meals. How are we doing on that, by the way? We've got 40. 40 up and running. Cool. Voltron's diligently down here doing more. Wouldn't be the worst idea to put a heater in here. Yeah, that would not be a terrible plan. It's a little chilly in here. Of course, that's more power I'm going to need. But yeah, let's kind of do that. So let's put a heater, and maybe we make it a little bit nicer in here. Maybe we'll put up another table. That's a okay idea. I don't need it. It's like the chances of more than 4 people eating food at exactly the same time are virtually nil. But it's something to think about. Maybe Maybe when I'm done with the new royal bedroom, I'll kind of perk that place up a little bit. What? Oh, it's the Powerist Fiesta. Power Aurors can have a special celebration. Do I have any of those? Apparently I do. Is this something we want to do? I mean, it will kind of cheer people up. Like, what's the... Yeah, it's going to be a pretty terrible one. It's not going to be very good. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Oh, I need a speaker. Oh, then no, forget it. No. Then don't bother. Pen is not enclosed. Why is that? Because we've got a thing here. Is somebody local that isn't Lisa Laser? Jonesy, you're not completely far away. Could you go move that, please? It's just that one of the yaks has got out. We've got a rogue yak. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants a rogue yak. Just move the hay somewhere else. Food ticking up, and they're also putting some rice in there, which is not the worst thing. That's okay. All right, get things moving a little bit faster again. There we go. The pen is now enclosed. Everybody's happy. Somebody will go rope the yak at some point. I have no doubt of that. Packaged survival meals. Again, 48, 95 on regular meals. That's all good stuff. I have 778 pieces of human meat. I've butchered so many people. So many people. Some of them were alive. Some of them were previously dead before I got to them. But I've killed so many people. Where is my campfire? We do have a bill to do tainted clothing, right? Oh, is this it? Did I put it on 0? Yeah, no, that's clean. That's just bunk clothing. By the way, do that forever. This should be the tainted one. Yeah, tainted, any tainted material can go in there. I think it got a bit of a manpower issue going on. Speaking of which, Kaylina, you're up. Could you go start the Agrahan thing? We've got the subcore for it. Just go start the Agrahan nonsense. And that'll be less time Mila has to spend outside, because she is one of my primary gardeners. But she just doesn't like the being outside thing. It's just not really working out for her. What with the sunlight and the vampirism and all that, she's not into it. Scathe, welcome back. I see you're working on Bishop. Okay, and Bishop has been broken. Great, good first engagement there, Scathe. Excellent. So we can maybe get you on board. You were quite good, as I remember. Yeah, you have a very broad range of skills. You're greedy, which sucks. You need a really impressive bedroom. I will see what I can put together. Don't I have a really impressive bedroom somewhere around here? That's not that impressive. Kaylina, you've got an issue with that too, don't you? Like one of your things? Yeah, you're also greedy. So this apparently meets your needs. It doesn't have to be the best bedroom. It just has to be a good bedroom. I'll put something together for you. Don't worry, kid. I'll make something happen somewhere around here. Not exactly sure where, but definitely something will probably happen in the reasonably near future that will affect your bedroom choices in life. What I could do is, actually I could work on this. If I carve this out a little bit more, I can get it, well, this may surprise you, gentle viewer, I can get it bigger if I carve it out a little bit more. A mad muffalo, you say? Yaw? Okay. I don't think that's going to be a big problem. We'll kind of keep half an eye on it. Oh, lady, you're probably going to want to get inside. Scratch is in. Okay, I'm going to deal with that in a sec. It's just, lady, you probably want to get inside there. Okay, we'll keep an eye on the muffalo issue. Lady, what are you doing? You're floor drawing on the floor. Okay, neat, super cool, awesome. Just watch out for the muffalo. Yeah, it's coming towards you, kid. Why don't you not be in here? There you go. That'll foil it. Scratch is already into construction. Okay, everything's slam into pause mode. I got to deal with the Scratch Meister here. So be number one on all the things you need to be number one on. You can definitely do some construction. Yeah, that's fine. You're better at growing, so why don't you do that? Everybody does mining, whether they like it or not. How are you on art? You're not actually that bad on art. Maybe you could be my new primary artist and just get some art pumped out here. Okay, do that. Do that. Scratch, where'd you go? So let me check you out here. Yeah, you've got a passion for it, too. And I should also get you armed so you can join the shooty team. Not loving a machine pistol. Pump shotgun. That's not bad. That's not bad. Go get that. And you're going to need a bedroom as well. I've got some... There we go. You can have this one for right now. So that can be for Scratch. There you go. Okay, check in on the Muffalo action, because, you know, Muffalos exist. And they're not fun. I don't think this is going to be a big problem. I think he's going to wander. Yep, boom, boom, dead. There we go. Solved the problem. Solved the problem. Also, Scratch, you need to be on no raggedy clothes, and everything else is broadly fine. You just do your jam after that. Okay, well that's one person on board. Maybe Scratch could go with the team, with the away team. Do I want to... I feel like I should be flying there. I literally have a ship to do it. But I think it actually might take longer. Ooh, lady, sorry, I've kept you on draft. Sorry, you can go off draft now. Thank you. Thank you for your contribution. 357 of these. All right, so we're about halfway through, and we're in the middle of another one right now. I don't think it's particularly time sensitive. I think we've got some time to go and do this. I feel like I should fly there. But then, what? A psychic... Oh, psychic ship. Okay, I'm going to come to you in a sec. Cool. Neat. So, I feel like we should fly there, but that's going to be multiple hops, and the ship is not going to be in good shape every time we land. So I'm going to have to think about like sitting there and repairing the ship and surviving in the new map and then going again and again and again. It might actually be more efficient just to walk there with a bunch of yaks. So, psychic ship, you say? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And it killed the guinea pig. That wasn't very nice. Okay. You got a bunch of stuff there. So this is just going to make everybody nuts. This is just going to be... And there's storage stuff, too. Is this... Can I open that? No, I can't open it. No. Don't worry about the fire. This is not in the home zone, I assure you. No, this is not in the home zone. Just don't worry about the fire. Okay, this has got to go soon. So this is going to pump bad psychic mojo everywhere, and everyone's going to be wicked sad. So it's got to go. Hey, Mila, what permissions do you have these days? Oh, 3.3 days left. I could call a trooper squad. And I can get a Janissary squad in even faster. Well, that sounds like a good time. That's why we're royal, is so we can have these permissions. So 0.9 days. Basically tomorrow. The mechs have woken up. Is it because of the guinea pig? Is it because you smashed a guinea pig? I bet it is. So we got to take these guys out. These guys can't be allowed to stand. There's nothing horrible in here. Oh, Bishop's on board. Oh, it's all just popping off today. It's all just popping off today. You need to have no raggedy clothes. Again, kid, I'm going to work on your bedroom, but it's going to be the same one as your prison. Sorry. Just that's what it is right now. You won't love that right now, but eventually you will. Eventually you'll be into that. You'll be like, yeah, that's pretty cool. In fact, why don't I... That's going to be a little bit bigger. That's good. Actually, let's mine out that. Yeah, mine out that, but then put in a piece of marble wall there, just because otherwise it's going to kind of actually do another one like that, and then mine out this piece as well. That will temporarily leave a giant hole in your room, but I don't know, just learn to cope, kid. Okay, 0.9 days. What is it up to now? It's up to 0.8 days. Okay, so we're gonna get some disposable heroes for this. There's nothing completely horrible there. I think the Janissary squad could deal with a lot of it. What are you? A Scorcher. Okay, so we got a flamethrower dude in there. My plan is to get the disposable heroes to go up front and then follow up behind them with our folks. And Mila will be very good against mechs because they're generally very bad at short range. They can't really do anything if you just jump in and punch them. Hey, Scathe, you can do that now too, can't you? You can do stuff like that. Oh yeah, you can do all those things. The piercing spine, the jumping, the whatnot. I'm not going to have you do that, but, you know, good to know you can. Good job, Scathe. We're glad to have you back. You were a valuable member of the community until you got obsessed with the cube nonsense. Okay, plenty of food. I don't think we're worried about food anytime in the near future. I've got 71 packaged survival meals already, 92 on the regular meals. I'll probably bump up the packaged survival meals soon. Yeah, now people are going to start breaking down. Yeah, because, yeah, I'm not surprised it's Bishop. He probably hates his room. Also, Lady is in here doing some late-night mining. And you have a giant hole in your wall now. Kirk, very, very slowly working on this. Good job there, kid. Yep. Wow, you're in there. You're doing your thing. I really do believe you're the smartest of us all. In many ways, you are the smartest of us all. Well, you know what I'm seeing is some walls here that aren't smooth. So we know what's got to happen with that. We need some smooth walls around here. All right, smooth everything. Yeah, sorry, Bishop. Yeah, there's a giant hole in your wall right now. We're going to work on that. We're going to work on that. Hey, Mila, can we get the disposable heroes in here yet? 0.5 days. Good. Half a day. We're going to nip over there and hopefully deal with that fairly easily, he says optimistically. Now, you could look at mortars, but that's going to be a really tough shot, and I don't have any anyway. So, it's largely irrelevant. Oh, we're finally getting this done. Good. About time. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm so hyped to do this. It's not like we're going anywhere in the near future. Somebody needs to go talk the monolith off the ledge. Thank you. Jonesy, could you please do that? I might let that thing explode. I know that doesn't sound like an ideal idea. Kirk, what are your major issues right now? The drone, yep. Serious pain, drowsy, hungry. It's because you're so slow. You're drowsy and hungry because you just can't get to meals fast enough or get to your bed fast enough. You often just fall down, Kirk. Why don't you just do that? Somebody will pick you up and put you to bed. We're very nice like that. We're a very kind vampire blood cult who's into cannibalism. We will pick you up and put you in your bed. I am basically just killing time until Mila's ready to go with the Janissary squad. So, Tweak, you're the only holdout here. How are we doing with you? Okay, 6.7. What? Oh, Kirk's in a daze. Good. That's fine. Kirk's often in a daze. Just let him daze. It's Kirk days around here. We're all celebrating Kirk. It's Kirk days. Kirk is in a daze. Kirk's just going to wander around. Yeah, do your thing. Yeah, I notice you're favoring the area that's like blisteringly hot. How hot is it in here? Not that bad because there's no roof. That's why we did that. There's an eclipse. I do not have solar power. That is completely irrelevant to me. And Voltron's now going to break down. Yeah, we got to deal with this kind of now-ish. How's that doing there, kid? 0.2 days left. Okay, 0.2 days. And then we'll just get a huge kill squad together and just rain down on them. Who is in charge of the animals? No, yeah, so Lisa's in charge of Rasher. And Fluffy doesn't actually have a master of any kind. All right, well, I'll bring the Battletoad in. What, visitors? Seriously? Yeah, they're all dead. Yeah, that's a bad time for visitors. They drop so much cool stuff. Yeah, bye, hyena, whatever you are. Yeah, the bad move on your part. You popped into the one place you shouldn't be. However, you're dropping a lot of cool stuff. Okay, Mila, we've got a bit of a time frame on this now. I'd love to get that stuff before Drifter's Wish for Charity. Where are the drifters popping up? Because that could be a problem as well. What do you want? You want 39 medicine? No. Honestly, the only person who's going to be sad about that is Scathe. So I'm going to go with a hard no on that. I'm not giving up 39 medicine. That's insane. The Agrahand is done. These things are almost done. Mila, how are you doing on this? I think it's just popped. Yep, Janissary squad. Cool. Okay. Let me just do a couple of quick things here. Kaylina, release the Agrahand. Okay, go work at that. What else was going on around here? Not a lot. Bishop, did you get a firearm? No, you need a firearm of some sort around here. And you just sent away the combat people. Like, oh, I don't really need any good guns. Yeah, apparently you did. So go get, I guess, a machine pistol. And then you can kind of lightly go up in the shooty squad, but not like a lot. Okay, team. We need a plan. All of you guys come over here. All right, everybody come down here. All right, and then we're gonna have some fun with these guys. He says fun, hopefully has fun. Everybody come up here. All right, everyone just kind of, I know, major break. Yep, it's terrible. It's absolutely awful. Everything is absolutely diabolical right now. Everything is terrible. Yeah, I think that's a good enough squad. All right, so and there's Rasher coming in. Slow everything down. Mila, I would like you to call in a Janissary squad somewhere where you can actually see. Mila, go around the corner. Okay, and then call in the Janissary squad right there. Okay, right in there. All right, wait for them to come in, first of all, Dave. Okay, here we go. And boom. All right. Now, team, let's line up here. Mila, I need you to do your cool, awesome jump here to start dealing with the Scorcher. There we go. Okay, and then come in. Do your... I don't know if Piercing Spine works on robots, but I kind of don't care. Do that, and then hit this thing like a lot. Okay, it's already stunned. It's already stunned. Why don't you go work on that one, and just let the other guys deal with that one stunned. Okay, perfect. This is go. Oh, it's not. It's slightly less stunned now. It's slightly less stunned in that it set fire to Mila. Okay, that could have gone better. I will admit that could have gone better. Why don't you jump out of the fire, Mila? Jump out of the fire. Okay, are you sad because you're on fire? Because it's all fine now. See, now you're not on fire. Isaac has set things on fire. There's a lot of fire. We're not going to lie about that. Are you still active? Yeah, you are. Can you long jump over here, please? And try and start dealing with that guy. There we go. Get in there and then start hitting that guy. Melee attack the pikeman. You guys, you're kind of getting out of range here. Why don't we move up a little bit? Like behind some sort of the trees, vaguely. Okay, everybody keep punching and shooting things. Everyone's having a good time. It's all going very, very, very well. You guys are just boned. I'm so sorry for everything that's happening to you right now. That's not going to stop me from stealing everything, but it will definitely. It's not good for you, is it? Okay, there we go. That guy's done. I think that's all of them. Yep. Okay. So everybody kind of line up here. Mila, you can go off duty. Just go get yourself patched up there, kid. You'll be fine. You're a vampire. So you guys are going to shoot the ship here. No, oh no, wait. Don't undraft you. Actually, do draft you. There we go. And you are going to attack this. There we go. Okay, now we're getting something done around here. Now the laser is a little wacky. I'm gonna blame that on the one eye issue that you've got going on there. What with you only having one eye. So 50%. And while we're just looking at things, let's just start allowing all of your things. We might try and rescue you. We could. I'm not saying we won't do that. There's a lot of pemmican. We could take that on the trip, too. And also the humans. Let's make sure we're eating the humans. Yeah, let's not lose that. So if I wanted to rescue you guys, what are the chances you're actually going to make it? Oh, 19 hours. Oh, yeah, I can get you guys done. So that's fine. We're going to take care of you. Lady, go rescue this. No. Oh, capture. You're from another faction. Oh, no, I don't want to capture you. I want to rescue you. Yeah, no. We're just going to rescue you. Okay, rescue you guys. There we go. And everyone else just kind of do a thing. We'll start allowing everything around here. Some good mech things we can be chopping up. Components, plasteel, even an advanced component. Oh, this has been a pretty good run here. And just some minor hits on Mila. That's pretty much the only one who took damage. Now, of course, I've now blown that permission again. What do we got here? A parka? Sure. I got some beer. It's something I could sell to somebody. And obviously, again, allow the humans because we will eat them. I just want to be super clear about that. Nothing goes to waste around here. We are a very efficient colony. We don't waste anything. If you've died on our doorstep, we will eat you. We will eat you. And I want you to feel good about that. Probably won't bother with the spears and the bows and that kind of thing. That's fine. So this thing here, okay, I can't open it. It's not something I could open. It's just an asset to be destroyed. We won't worry about that. All right, Nicholas, you can hop in our hospital if you want to do that. That's cool, kid. That's fine. Is anyone available? Bishop, you're smoothing a wall. Could you just come get this advanced component, please? Because that's super, super valuable. And Sissy, what are you doing? You're digging. Why don't you go get the regular component? Everything else, that's fine. We can sit on the rest of that. Somebody will get it at some point. Okay, they deconstructed that, and they put this one up, and they have filled everything. Okay, good. Do I not have one of these shelves set up for... Yeah, we cleared everything. Okay, this could be just chem fuel. So, oh, it is chem fuel. Never mind, everything's fine. Stop panicking. Everybody just stop panicking. Everything is 100% fine. Okay, we've got it all under control. How are we doing on the slave issue? Wow, we got a lot done. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of those. So we're going to be wrapping that up pretty soon. Yep, number one thing that we're doing there. We should still have... Yeah, we've got a solid amount of leathers and cloths and things like that. I don't think we're going to run out of that anytime soon. And how are we doing on Bishop's room down here, his eventual room? Okay, let's do... Who? get these out of here, first of all. That's fine. I'm aware of the visitors, and I'm aware of the friendlies. Thank you. We're not going to worry about you right now. We're just going to wait for people to die, and then we'll go get all their stuff. I think you might have been the charity quest. We're not giving you anything at all. Somebody move this, maybe here. Okay. Maybe I'll give him the nice tiles. I don't want to give those up. I'd rather reserve those for the new royal bedroom. But with all these new people coming on board, I kind of got to focus on that. So how about we did the fine marble tile in here, and that will cheer you up no end. Maybe we'll see if we can get some art in there at some point too. Speaking of which, are we actually making art, or are we just pretending to make art? No, we are actually doing it. I think I'm just going to cancel these ones and have Scratch get in on the art game rather than anyone else. Okay. I think that went remarkably well. The psychic ship is done. Nicholas is not having a good day. Someone want to go rescue this cat? Sissy, what are you doing? You're still digging at things? Go rescue Nicholas. We'll see if we can keep him alive. And we'll have his meals, too. I mean, we're going to feed him, so I'm just going to feed him his own meals. I'm going to take from you, and then I'm going to give to you. It's a very, very understanding colony around here. All right. I think that's an excellent place to call it on RimWorld for today. Guys, do please keep the comments coming in. Let me know what you're thinking of this. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours. We'll see you next time. Yeah, I know your patience is wearing thin. My patience is wearing thin. I've killed a guy, and you walked in here in that shirt. What kind of umbrella is worth $1,600? Is it woven from unicorn tears? All right, is there an actual fire, or are you just telling me that fire is a thing that exists? Because I'm very familiar with that. Fire loves me, and it wants to be near me at all times. I know you're all saying to yourselves, you know, where on YouTube do I think I could find this? Where do I think I could find this? And you're going to say to yourself, Dave's probably streaming right now.